What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Gold Rush TV. It's your boy Rod again with another video. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button for more content. On our way to 100 subscribers, please show your boy some love. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, share the video. Also turn on that notification bell for when I drop new videos. Guys, this video I'm trying to make this morning is about Casemiro. We know Casemiro has had a lot of stick. Casemiro has had so much backlash. He was this fantastic generational 21st century crazy, insane, monstrous defensive midfield who at Real Madrid won everything a player could win at club level. Come 2022 when Eric Ten Hag became manager of Manchester United. Casemiro was bought for what, 75 million pounds or something like that, and everybody was worried about why we were buying Casemiro at Man United because people had speculations that when Real Madrid let some of their key players go, it's because they have some intuition like the player is dropping down with their performance and they're losing it. Like their productivity is no longer as before. But Casemiro's first season at Man United was outstanding. It was pretty much just like he had just left Real Madrid and just came to United with the same form. He was brilliant, and I think at the time he pretty much to me was like the player of the season. I know Marcus Rashford was given the player of the season, but I think Casemiro was really vital in every aspect of our team that year where we won the Carabao Cup and we were third in the league because it was Man City, Arsenal, and then Man United was third. But let me know what you guys think. It's just my opinion. I just want us to have a conversation about how Casemiro have had speculations of people thought he was going to leave in January to Saudi, and there was talk about him going to Al Nassr, the team where Cristiano Ronaldo is playing for right now. But that didn't go to fruition. He stayed at Man United. And what I like about Casemiro is that he has that South American mentality where they never give up. They are always resilient. They always find a way to work hard, put their head down, put in the work, and then suffice or surface out to be what they know they could be. So last season was a very, very poor season for Casemiro. And if you want to look, it looked like he gained weight. Casemiro wasn't performing good. There was what game was that where we had the penalties that he lost? He just chipped it. It's like he had lost everything. He had lost passion for the game. He had lost interest in being in Man United. It looked like he had lost his legs. It's like nothing about Casemiro was moving last season. And then most of the time, Eric Ten Hag made Casemiro play as a centre back because we had that calamity of injuries. Varane was out, Maguire was out, Lindelof was out, Luke Shaw was out. So Casemiro was forced to play centre back with Martinez, and none of those games went well for Casemiro. He was demotivated. He just did not look sharp. He looked a little chubby. But then, especially like the game where we played, Man United played against Crystal Palace, where we got handed that 4-0 beaten. Casemiro was really, really awful. And don't get me wrong, football and fans have these emotional reactions to games that player form because that's how much we love the game. So if you can criticize a player, how then do they become better, or how then do they see like where they are short, or where is they're lacking that they could put in the effort and make their life or their season better or their career better? Casemiro is what, 30, 31, 32 right now. But last season was really, really bad for Casemiro. Everybody wanted him to go. Myself, I thought like this cannot be it. I thought like at one point he probably should go to Saudi and go be Ronaldo, or go back to Brazil like most of the other players are doing. When they retire, they go back to Brazil, or when they're losing it, they go back to the Brazilian league and just play till they retire. But what happened over the summer is Casemiro walked out. He put in the effort. Amorim came in. Casemiro was on the bench for a long, long time. He wasn't chosen, but he still never gave up. He didn't have no attitude. Unlike people like Rashford, who, if they got put on the bench, they go make tweets, slagging the manager, acting like, that's disrespectful. But Casemiro, with the professionalism that he has, and playing at that much higher level that he did at Real Madrid and at Brazil, he kept his head down. And once he was given the chance again, we are all seeing what Casemiro is doing, bro. Because Casemiro has just revived his career. Casemiro at Man United now is insane. The past 2-3 since March, if I want to think, Casemiro has been very, very fantastic for Man United. Even the last Europa game against Atletico Bilbao, he was man of the match. The game that qualified Man United to play in the semi-finals, when we play against Lyon, Casemiro was really vital. The experience where he get that ball to Maguire to score that fifth goal that got us the 5-4 win against Lyon at Old Trafford, that propelled us into the semi-final. Some of our players like Garnacho or Bruno, they would like to shoot from that distance, but his experience, he pinned it back, Maguire scored, and people swept down the carpet. But that was a very, very interesting move by Casemiro, because that's a vision. Offensively, Casemiro is dangerous. I think offensively, Casemiro is even more creative, or is similarly creative to Bruno. Because if you want to look what Casemiro does in the offensive third of the game, he either scores a goal or he makes an assist or gives a cross. There's something vital here he does. And then he has that one ping pong passes where he gets the ball and he pings it to the striker, which is very efficient. Casemiro this season, or in the past the last 2 months or the last month and a half, he has been outstanding for Man United. He has been outstanding. And the game against Bilbao, Amorim has said those people, Bilbao pressed like Bournemouth. And Casemiro did that one touch. Like, you could not press Casemiro. You could barely get, that's why Ogate got caught by Bilbao players, because he tries to take 1 or 2 touches. But Casemiro got the memo from the manager, got the instructions, and with his ability, with his experience, he was just picking one. Like, you could barely get Casemiro. Casemiro is happy. He looks like he put in some work. He has lost some weight. You can see it from his face. It's very, very beautiful to see that most of Man United players that we thought were falling off are trying to research their career. Casemiro is one. Bruno last season too wasn't performing good. This season Bruno has been good for the past couple months too. Maguire, so a lot of players are picking up form, but this video is not about them, it's about Casemiro. Yesterday the same, he was really fantastic in that return leg at Old Trafford against Atletico Bilbao. But this is what it is with football. When you criticize a player as a fan, it's not just that we are insulting them. It's how they say it? It's is it positive criticism? Is that how they say it? Constructive criticism. That's what it is. If you can't take criticisms, then it's not fair to fans, because we pay money to go watch these games. We pay cable network. We sit up all night, wake up sometimes, because that's stay in the States. I wake up sometimes at 3 a.m. to watch a Man United game, and if you see players that perform so bad, you'll be like, why the fuck did I wake up to watch this game? But then again, to see players who, when they get, because this is the thing. Be it any profession, when you are doing good, you get the praise. So it's just but fair and just that once you are doing bad or you are doing things that are wrong, you should get criticized as well, because both work hand in glove. So if you perform bad and you get criticized constructively, not like rude or in an insultive way that diminishes someone, but it's more of like a constructive way, and then that person takes that constructive feedback, go put in the work. And the output is what we're seeing with Casemiro. Same thing happened with Maguire a couple seasons ago. He was really awful, because people were like, how do we pay 80 million quid for this English centre back and he's really this bad? Was he worth that amount of money? Did Man United make that mistake? Yes, they made the mistake to pay that amount of money for a Leicester player. I guess because they had just won the league that year. Was it 2012? But now Maguire, even though he was put on the bench, he was stripped of the captaincy. He still did not give up. He worked hard, because even at one point, the press conference had a question about Maguire every single day, every single press conference. But this is what happens when you have experienced players in your team. They never give up. They work hard Casemiro has worked hard. He's gripping the foot. You can see he's happy. You can see he's playing at his best now. I won't be surprised if Carlos Ancelotti, if he goes to Real Madrid, gets the chance to call Casemiro for the Brazil national team. It will be a game changer as well, because I'm sure he would like to play again for Brazil one more time before he hangs up his boots. So this is an appreciation video for Casemiro. I like the fact that he went and worked hard and is reaping the fruits of that level of that determination and that working hard, that he put out all that effort. I like the fact that he's doing what he's doing right now. He's really vital. I don't think Casemiro is a player you can bench right now. That's how it is. Same thing is why we're talking about Garnacho, because he plays too much and he thinks he can be benched. But things like Ahmad and Bruno and Amount coming yesterday and showcasing and making the games change, Garnacho not scoring and Ahmad. And what Ahmad Ahmad did yesterday, this will put some work into Garnacho to think like, oh, if I don't work my ass off, I must stay on the bench. And I don't want to stay on the bench. Because sometimes I think Garnacho, when he comes off the bench, has an impact that is very, very killer instinct. Because that's what he does. He can take man, he always does something, he always makes something happen when he has the ball. Again, guys, let me know what you guys think about this video. What you guys think about Casemiro's reform. Hit the like again and hit the subscribe button for your boy, and I'll see you guys in another video.